observers, thank you for joining our class today. And just a reminder, please keep your microphones muted and your cameras off while you observe. And we hope that today is helpful for you as you go toward getting your ESL certification, or your certification for teaching ESL. Okay, so hello to all the students and welcome. 大家好，就是欢迎来到今天的课。Let's see. So I think maybe we'll start with this. Let me open it up. So we have just a warm-up question to start practicing. So I don't know if everyone was able to open the Google Doc. 那学生们，你们可不可以打开这个 Google 的文档？如果你没有办法的话，请举手。So it seems like everyone. Okay, so I think everyone was able to go into the Google document. Okay. So let's see, maybe we can just start with, we have a warm-up question. Can I ask, so Esther won't be here today, right? So I'll delete this row. And
Esther is
sorry, I forgot. It's Sarah and Stella. Esther is in the car. Sarah and Stella are not here today. Everyone else is. Okay. So maybe I'll ask Jerry, can you read the question for us, please? The question, it says warm-up question. Do you see? Maybe I'll share my document. Give me 1 sec.
What are your plans for this week?
For this weekend.
For this weekend.
So this weekend I will, right? And so maybe if everyone can just take a minute, how about we'll take 4 minutes? And everyone can try to write a response on the Google document. 所以我们会花大概4分钟左右。那每个学生请在这个 Google 文档里头，在你的名字的旁边，请写下你的答案 ，OK？ 然后我们来一起分享。And if you're not sure how to say something, you can also either ask me or type it in Chinese, and we'll help you translate. 如果你不太确定怎么说你想要说的话，那你可以问我，还是直接打汉字，然后我们会帮助你把它翻译过来。So that's good. Yeah, I see some good sentences here. Okay, so actually it looks like everyone is, oh no, let's give Jerry a minute. Okay, so I think that should be everyone. All right. Huh? That's weird. Okay, so let's start with maybe we'll go from top to bottom. So let's start with Barry. Can you read your response? Maybe I'll ask you, Barry, what are your plans for this weekend?
I'm going to read novels.
Great. Good job. So Barry's going to read novels this weekend. That sounds like fun. And let's see, Esther, can you are you able to talk while you're in the car, or if you can only type, that's also okay. 那你坐车的时候，你可以讲话吗？还是如果你只可以打字而已，那没关系。
Yeah, let's skip her today. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. So Esther, maybe I'll read Esther's answer for her. So as long as she can type, then that's a good way to participate. Okay. So let's see. If I ask Esther, what are your plans for this weekend? And Esther wrote, I will go to the library to relax this weekend. Good. Great. So that sounds like maybe Esther can go study there. Sounds like a good plan. So let's see. So Ryan Huang, can you let's see. What are your plans for this weekend? Asking Ryan Huang.
I will do my homework for this weekend.
Okay, great. Good job. So I'll just make a little correction here. Actually, that's okay. That's okay. Ignore that. Slightly different. Okay, good job, Brian. So obviously, everyone has homework to do this weekend, so have to take care of that. So good job. Okay, so Jerry, what are your plans for this weekend?
I will go to my grandma's house.
Great. That sounds like fun. And how about Ryan? Ryan Chill.
I will play basketball this weekend.
Great. So that sounds like a fun way to spend the weekend. And how about Dylan? What are your plans for this weekend?
I plan to play the piano this weekend.
Cool. Nice. And Jane, how about you? What are your plans for this weekend?
I will study math this weekend.
Great. So that sounds like important too. So what do we have here? Some people are studying, reading, visiting family, sports, music. So we have a lot of different plans for the weekend. Sounds good. So I think good job, everyone, on this warm-up activity. So I think let's start now. Let's read our story once again, or our article. And how about we okay. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, can everybody see my screen? 可以看得到吗？
Yes, but if
Okay.
you can zoom in a bit, that would be better.
Okay, sure. Let me zoom in. How about now?
Yeah, much better.
Good? Okay. So let's start with how about I'll read first, and then I'll ask the students to read along after me. So let's start with Jack and his family are eating out this evening. Okay, Jane, can you start for us, please? Can you read this first sentence?
Jake and his family are eating out this evening.
Great. Good job, Jane. Thank you. And the next sentence. The place they have chosen is a buffet-style restaurant. Let's see. Ryan Huang, can you read for us, please?
The place they have chosen is a buffet
Buffet-style.
style restaurant.
Great. Awesome. Good job. Okay, so the next sentence. These restaurants offer a wide range of foods prepared in many ways. Jerry, can you read this one for us?
These restaurants offer a wide range of foods prepared in many ways.
Great, good job. So next, after taking a plate to put the food on, oops, Jack heads to the steam table. Barry, can you read this one for us?
After taking a plate to put the food on, Jack heads to the steam table.
Great, good job. So the next sentence, the steam table keeps the food warm even after sitting for some time. Dylan, can you read for us, please?
The steam table keeps the food warm even after sitting for some time.
Great, good job. Each tray on the table contains a different dish. How about Brian Chill, can you read this one, please?
Each tray on the table contains a different dish.
Great, good job. The next sentence, Jack eyes the tray heaped with stewed tofu. Let's see, who haven't I called on? Well, I know Esther is in the car, so it's not so convenient for her to answer. Okay, that's fine. So let's see. Jane, can you read this one for us, please?
Jake eyes the tray heaped with Dry tofu.
Okay, good job. So I just wanted to point out two words. The tray heaped
Heat
with stewed
with stewed
tofu.
tofu.
Good. Good job. So the next sentence. He thinks it looks very good. So he digs right in. Let's see. Dylan, can you read this one for us, please?
He thinks it looks very good, so he digs right in.
Great. Good job. Let's see. So let's keep going. Does anyone have any questions? No questions? Okay. Let's keep going then. After putting a few vegetables on his plate, he takes the food to the cashier. Let's see. Ryan Huang, can you read this one for us, please?
After putting a few vegetables on his plate, he takes the food to the cashier.
Great. Good job. And the next sentence is, in this restaurant, you are charged by weight. This means you have to pay so much per gram of food. Jerry, can you read this one for us, please? You can read two sentences. 两个句子就可以。
In this restaurant, you are charged by weight. This means you have to pay so much per gram for food.
Per gram of food. Great. Okay. So this is a longer sentence. That's fine. At some buffet-style restaurants, you are charged by the number of items and not by weight. Let's see. Let's see. Ryan Cho, can you read this one for us, please?
At some buffet-style restaurants, you are charged by the number of items and not by weight.
Great. Good job. And then the next part of that sentence is, so if you want to sample many dishes, it may be a lot more expensive. How about Barry? Can you read this one for us, please?
So if you want to sample many dishes, it may be a lot more expensive.
Good. So let's move on to the next sentence here. Oops. Included with the price of Jack's meal are soup and black tea. Jane, can you read this one for us, please?
Include with the price of Jack's meal are soup and black tea.
Great, good job. So, Jane, I just wanted to point out at the beginning of the sentence, it's included, included.
Included.
Good, good job. Okay, so the next sentence is, he takes advantage by repeatedly filling up his bowl with steaming hot soup. Let's see, Jerry, can you read this one for us?
He takes advantage by
repeatedly.
repeatedly filling up his bowl with steaming hot soup.
Good. And the next part, he sure loves soup, doesn't he? Let's see, Dylan, can you read this one for us?
He sure loves soup, doesn't he?
Good. And the next sentence, finally, Jack sits down to enjoy his meal. Dylan, can you read this one for us too?
Finally, Jack sits down to enjoy his meal.
Good job. His family is still dishing up, but they will join him soon. Let's see. Ryan Huang, can you read this one for us?
His family is still dishing up, but they will join him soon.
Good. Awesome. And then the next one is, by that time, Jack will probably be ready for a second helping. And then let's just combine these two. Bon appetit, Jack. And for the last one, let's see. Jane, can you read the last sentence, please? Or the last two sentences.
By that time, Jack will probably be ready for a second helping. Bon appetit, Jake.
Good. Awesome job. So, yeah, good job, everyone. I think everyone did a very good job reading. And so maybe we can try, excuse me. So I have a quiz here. About some of the vocabulary words that we, I think it might be better if we go through the vocabulary words first. And then, yeah, why don't we do that? So let's take a minute and go through the vocabulary words. And then after that, we'll take the quiz. 所以我们来复习一下最近我们最近学习的词汇，然后就是复习完以后，我们可以试看看这个活动，这个 quiz。Okay, I think maybe it's only in the Prezi presentation that I have it. Fair enough. Okay. So, why don't we just go through and I'll read out the words, and then maybe everyone can just repeat after me. 我会把每个单词或者短句念出来，然后大家都可以跟着我念，好不好？ Okay. So the first word is eat out.
Eat out.
Eat out.
Good. Now the next word is cashier.
cashier,
cashier,
And so everyone just take note of the definition of the word in Chinese as we go through each one. 所以我们一起念的时候就请注意到它的定义是什么，就是看汉字，因为我们做这个小测验的时候，你们就是当然知道它的意思是很重要的。Okay. So next is range.
Range.
range,
Good. Next is steam.
Steam.
steam,
Good. Okay, let's keep going. The next word is tray.
Tray.
Good. Next, charge.
charge,
Charge.
Uh-huh. Item.
Item.
item,
Sample.
sample,
sample,
Include.
include,
Include.
And the last one is take advantage.
take
Take
advantage,
advantage,
Good. Okay. So here are our words, right? We have eat out, 在外用餐, cashier, 收银员, range, 范围, steam, 蒸汽. Okay, tray, 托盘, charge, 收费, item, 项目, sample, 品尝, include, 算入, take advantage, 利用 or 善用. So I think maybe now we can try our, let me see. Okay, so it showed up already. Good. Okay. Close this. All right, so maybe I'll try and make this a little bit, I'll go full screen. Yeah, let me try that way. Okay, so let's see. So let's start maybe with Brian Cho. Can you read the English for us here, please?
Go to a restaurant to enjoy a meal. If you do this, you definitely don't need to cook your own food.
Okay. So does anybody know what the answer is? Either Ryan, if you know, you can tell us, and or if anyone wants to raise their hand, they can.
Yeah, Ryan Cho. Just answer.
Ryan Cho. Oh, how about, okay, let's just make it easier. Ryan Cho. So which one is it? Is it A, include? Is it B, eat out at a restaurant? Is it C, steam? Or is it D, take advantage?
Eat out at a restaurant.
Good. Awesome job. So let's go to the next question. How about Ryan Huang? Can you read this one for us, please?
This is the person who
Collects.
collects money from the customer. C. Cashier.
Okay. So A is, we have, this is the person who collects money from the customers. And A is range, B is take advantage, C is cashier, and D is sample. And Ryan says cashier, which is definitely the right answer. Yep. Good job. Yeah, awesome job. So maybe Jerry, can you read this one for us, please?
The supermarket has a wide range of vegetables. There are so many choices.
Great. So the question is, the supermarket has a wide what? A wide blank of vegetables. There are so many choices. So is it a wide range, a wide sample, a wide tray, or a wide item? And I think Jerry said a wide range, right?
Yes.
Okay. And Jerry is right. So it's the supermarket has a wide range of vegetables. Very good. So let me make this bigger so everyone can see. Yeah, that's easier to see. Okay. Let's see. Barry, can you read this one for us, please?
When you boil water to make tea, you might see this rising from the kettle.
Great. So we have when you boil water to make tea, you might see this rising from the kettle. So let's see. If Barry, do you think it's steam, range, sample, or charge? Which one?
The answer is A, steam.
Great. Yeah. So you might see steam rising from the kettle if you boil water. Good job, Barry. Nice. So how about let's see. Jane, can you read this one for us, please?
If you don't use this, you may only be able to bring 1 or 2 bowls of food to the counterman's table each time. They might start to think the restaurant service is very slow.
Awesome. Good job, Jane. So like Jane said, if you don't use this, you may only be able to bring 1 or 2 bowls of food to the customer's table each time. They might start to think the restaurant service is very slow. So let's see. Is it charge, tray, item, or eat out at a restaurant? So Jane, what do you think?
The tray.
Yeah, good job. So obviously you want to carry a tray and you can put more bowls on it. 如果你用这个托盘的话，你可以把很多碗、很多盘都放在这个托盘上，非常的方便。Okay, so next let's ask Dylan, can you read this one for us, please?
The coffee shop didn't offer free beer. I had to pay an extra charge for another cup of tea.
Awesome. Thank you, Dylan. Yeah, good job. So, so Dylan, like Dylan said, the coffee shop didn't offer free refills. I had to pay an extra blank for another cup of coffee. So is it charge, cashier, range, or eat out at a restaurant? And Dylan's answer was charge, which is correct. So awesome job. And so let's see, the next, maybe, let's see, Ryan Huang, can you read this one for us, please?
Excuse me, do you have any on the menu that are
Vegetarian.
vegetarian?
Good job. Give me 1 second. I made a mistake here. OK 我来解释一下，这里不是素食，不是快速，素食在这里他说快速，然后食物应该是素食，比如说没有肉的意思，这是 vegetarian 的意思。So sorry, that's my mistake. 这是我自己的错误。So here it says, excuse me, do you have any blank on the menu that are vegetarian? And so let's see, Ryan, do you think it's item, or here it would be items, charges, take advantage, or eat out at a restaurant?
A.
Item. Awesome. So yeah, so Ryan, you're 100% right. So it's, do you have any items, right? Do you have any items on the menu that are vegetarian? So awesome. Let's see. So for the next one, let's see. Ryan, Jill, can you read this one for us? Can you read this one for us, please?
If you do it, you will know if you like the food before you buy a lot of it.
Good. So the question is, if you do this, you will know if you like the food before you buy a lot of it. And so is it eat out at a restaurant? Is it cashier? Is it steam? Or is it sample? So Ryan, what do you think?
Sample.
Sample. Awesome. Good job. And well, I think everyone knows what the answer is here. Let's see. So how about let's see, Jerry, can you read this one for us?
At American restaurants, the bill doesn't include a tip for the waiter.
Good. So at American restaurants, the bill doesn't include a tip for the waiter. So yeah, next time I'll remember to leave it blank. So include. And so then the last question, maybe we can have Barry. Can you read for us, please?
The website is having a sale on audio books. I think you should blend and buy a few. Take advantage.
Mm-hmm. So so the question here is, the website is having a sale on audio books. So audio books, it just means it's 有声书. So you can listen. It's a book that you can listen to. I think you should blank and buy a few. So Barry said, I think you should take advantage. So it's either a take advantage, item, tray, or charge. And it is. I think you should take advantage and buy a few. So good job, everyone. Yeah, everyone got that 100%. Awesome. So let's see. Maybe we can take a little bit of time and go through our discussion questions. I don't know if everyone had a chance to look at them. 我们可以花一点时间来看看这些所谓 discussion questions。它的意思就是说，就是促使讨论的一些问题。So let me open these up. And then we'll take a look together. Okay, so maybe can everyone open their Google, if you have your Google document still open, since we're going to use that to so does everybody see that there are some discussion questions below? And maybe we can copy, let's see. No, that's not what I wanted. So I'm going to make a copy of this table. 那我来把这个表格复制一下 and then I'm going to paste it below. 然后把它贴过来. Okay. So and so now maybe can everyone take a look at the first question. And so how about maybe I'll ask Jerry, do you mind reading this this question for us? So the number 1.
Do you go to restaurants like this?
Uh-huh. And so maybe can everyone in the space just type their answer. So when we say go to restaurants like this, we're talking about the story that we read about Jack. 所以看到这个 restaurants like this, 这样的餐厅，我们的意思是说你喜欢去自助式餐厅，所以你我希望大家可以在这里打字写出来他们的答案。Do you like to go to these restaurants? So you can just delete the other answers. So maybe just take another 2 minutes. So take your time and don't worry about it being perfect. 慢慢来，不要太在意，不要太完美主义。Most important is just to practice. 练习慢慢进步就是最重要的。完美不是重要的。 Okay, so everyone just take your time and finish. If you don't finish, then we'll all just work on it together. Okay. So I think everyone just finish up what you're writing, and then we'll why don't we start to go through, and if you and we can also look if you need help writing down your thoughts, then we can work on it together. So let's start with Barry. Can you read your answer, please?
Usually eat at home, but if I have time and want to eat out, I may go to that kind of restaurant because I can decide what I want to eat and how much food I will eat.
Awesome. And so Barry, do you have any restaurants like this near your house? 在你家的附近有没有这种的餐厅？
No, so I seldom go to the restaurant.
I usually eat at home too. Yeah. 我平常也在家吃饭。Okay, good job, Barry. Awesome. And so maybe we can take a look at Esther's answer. So Esther also is participating, which is great. So Esther says, no, because if I go there, I don't know what I can eat healthy. So I'll just make a slight suggestion. I don't know what I can eat that is healthy. So Esther says no, because if I go there, I don't know what I can eat that is healthy. So that's a good point. Yeah. So good job, Esther. Yeah, we also want to make sure we eat healthy food. 要确认我们吃的食物是对身体好。So Ryan, can you read your answer for us, please?
Yes, I do, because my mom always busy to work.
So let me just make a suggestion. So Ryan, can you just read this version for us, please?
Yes, I do, because my mom is always busy with work.
Good job. And Jerry, can you read your answer for us, please?
Yes, I do, because mom is always busy at work.
Good. So I'll just add a space here. Okay, and I just might suggest to say my mom. Because if you say mom, it's usually when you directly call your mom, when you directly talk to your mom. 那我的意思是说，我为什么把 my 就是放进去？是因为如果英文里头，如果你说 mom 的话，一般来讲，如果我跟我的跟兄弟姐妹讲话的时候，你或许会说 mom， 而且大家都知道你们在谈你的妈妈。不过跟别人讲话的时候，你平常会说my mom, my dad。所以如果你是跟你的弟弟或者姐姐讲话的时候，你可以说 because mom is busy。如果你跟你的家庭以外的人讲的话，你或许要说my mom， 就是在美国就是讲英文的时候，就是我们的习惯。So yeah, just so here I think if you're talking to other people, not your family members, then you can say my mom. So Jerry, can you read this sentence for us, please? Read the.
Yes, I do, because my mom is always busy at work.
Good job. And okay, so Ryan, can you tell us your answer, and then we can type it out together. Ryan Chill. Is Ryan here? Oh.
Let's go to Dylan.
Okay. So, Dylan, can you read your answer, please?
Yes, because it is also convenient and the food is delicious.
Very good. So here, the only thing I would suggest is to just take out also. So Dylan, can you just read this again for us, please?
Yes, because it is convenient and the food is delicious.
Good job. And Jane, can you read your sentence for us, please?
Yes, I do, because my mom was sometimes away at home.
Okay. So I have a question here. When you say this sentence, does this mean that your mom was away from home? 是你想说你的妈妈不在家？你的妈妈不在家吗？这是你的意思吗？ Is this what you mean?
Yes.
Okay. So here, since in that case you would want to say, yes, I do, because my mom was sometimes away from home. Or here, you say my mom is sometimes away from home. Or you could also say, because sometimes my mom isn't home. Or isn't at home. Those are all fine. So away from home, 就是是不在家的意思。So Jane, can you read this? Can you read the sentence for us, please?
Yes, I do, because my mom is sometimes away from home.
Good. Awesome. Good job, Jane. And let's see. So, Ryan Cho or Luke, is Ryan still there to share his answer, and we can help him?
Ryan, are you there? I think he probably has some connection issue. So yeah, we can have students look at other discussion questions.
Okay.
And Ryan
Sure.
Cho can answer this question after the class.
Yeah, when he has time, he can answer it. Okay. So let's take a look maybe at. Well, it looks like are we at the time when we should conclude?
Oh yeah, we should conclude because the class ends 8:50.
Okay. Yeah, unless you wanted to give them 5 minutes to ask questions.
That's okay.
I have time, but if you want to end now, I have time to do 5 minutes of questions. But if we should end now, then we'll just conclude now.
Let's see. Okay, so maybe just 1 or 2 questions.
Sure.
请大家问一个问题以后每一次都要提问。那今天提问的下一次可以不用提问。So okay, who wants to go first? Let's have a couple of questions today. All right.
Okay. So Ryan Huang.
Ryan Huang.
How do you often to eat out?
Oh, so how often do I eat out? Not very often. Maybe once a month, or once every 2 months. 不是很我不平常去餐厅吃饭，可能每个月还是两个月一次。
Okay, one more question.
So good question.
Okay, Barry.
So Barry.
Have you ever often go to a restaurant? Maybe when you are a student.
Oh, when I was that's a good question. When I was a student, I think I would often go to a restaurant. Maybe because when I was in college, I would go to restaurants with my friends. But now I usually like to cook at home. 我在大学的时候，我可能喜欢就是跟我的朋友一起去餐厅。不过现在我比较喜欢在家做饭吃饭。
Okay, Eric, thank you so much. Students, unmute your microphone and say thank you to teacher Eric.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher Eric.
Teacher Eric.
Thank you, teacher Eric.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
And
Yeah,
please look at the other discussion questions. Okay.
Yeah, and we can work on them more next time. Yeah.
All right. Good.
So good job, everyone.
All right. See you next week. Bye bye.
Bye. 做得很好，对，加油加油。
Thank you.